Welcome back to Liberty Bites on the Think Liberty Network. I'm your host, William Gadsden. You can follow me on Twitter at William_Gadsden and follow Think Liberty on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever your favorite social media outlet is. You can also follow me on Facebook at William Gadsden, Political Commentator. So give us a follow and a like for updates on new episodes and more. We also have a Patreon now, so if you'd like to support our work, check it out at patreon.com/ThinkLibertyPatrons. All right, so while everyone's freaking out about coronavirus and fighting Gladys in Walmart for the last roll of toilet paper, there are far, far more devious, looming threats to our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. On the morning of March 12th, in the town of Potomac, Maryland, the local police department served a search warrant at the residence of one Duncan Lemp. Sounds pretty standard. So what are they there looking for? They're looking for drugs, explosives, maybe evidence of human trafficking? And what's the probable cause? Are there witnesses, an informant? None of the above. Well, if it's just a standard search warrant, they probably went at a reasonable hour, knocked on the door, announced themselves, and proceeded to search the premises, right? Nope. For what was originally called a, quote, high-risk warrant, unquote, for, quote, firearms-related offenses, unquote, according to NBCWashington.com, a local news affiliate, a full SWAT team made up of members of the Montgomery County Department of Police's Special Operations Division Tactical Unit, because that's something that police should have, showed up to Lemp's house at 4:30 in the morning to serve a search warrant. But if all you're doing is serving a search warrant, why do you need a fully militarized team of law enforcement at 4:30 in the morning? So let's call this what it was. This was a raid. But notice the wording from the first article I cited. High-risk warrant, not an extreme risk protection order, more commonly known as a red flag law, and for unspecified firearms-related offenses. In the course of the warrant, Lemp was killed by police. In a statement from Lemp's family, they said, quote, the police had obtained a search warrant for the home. However, the search warrant makes no mention of any imminent threat to the community. No resident of the home had any criminal record, unquote. The original article also did not mention any justification for the shooting, but said that, quote, detectives from the Major Crimes Division are still investigating the incident, unquote. But we have only just started going down this rabbit hole, so buckle up. This from BethesdaMagazine.com, a news outlet for the Maryland area, says that Officer Rick Goodale, a police spokesman, declined to comment on what happened in the house before police fired the shots, or provide additional details on the unspecified firearm offenses that Lemp was being charged with. Then at the bottom of the article, it mentions that someone that may have been Lemp appeared to express an interest in getting military-style training with local militia groups. Other sources say that he was a member of multiple boogaloo groups on social media. You know, like literally millions of other young American males right now. But yeah, let's just go ahead and throw that in there because our bias isn't clear enough as it is. So let's pull on that particular string a little bit more. This article provides no further details on the incident, and in fact clarifies that the police department itself refuses to offer further details on the incident. You know, the one where a full SWAT team showed up at this guy's house at 4:30 in the morning to serve a search warrant. Lemp was a 21-year-old software engineer who was on a lot of social media pages about guns and the boogaloo. But as the news hit social media, many others started digging up information about him. One persistent rumor is that he was a strong proponent of decentralized social media platforms, and that he saw the U.S. government and big tech as threats to civil liberties in the U.S. He's right. But anyway, the rumors go on to say that he was actively building a decentralized platform for Second Amendment advocates, preppers, and generally liberty-minded individuals. This would, of course, pose a direct threat to both big government and big tech. So, as we were on the verge of getting into conspiracy territory, The family's lawyer comes out with a statement claiming that at least 2 eyewitnesses are claiming that the police never announced themselves, which they are required by law to do, by the way, or even actually interacted with Lemp, and that they, in fact, fired the killing shots from outside the house through a window while Lemp and his girlfriend were asleep. Oh, and the girlfriend was wounded and is pregnant. So take that for what you will, but the family is pressing the police department for body cam footage and information concerning the investigation as it goes on. They will most likely file a wrongful death suit, but so far the police department is not cooperating with any of the requests.